Napa know-how.
At Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers, get a $25 prepaid Visa card when you get any Napa Automotive battery. It's the best deal for some of the best batteries from some of the best car people around. But we might be a little partial. Anywho, pick up any Napa Automotive battery and save $25. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers while supplies last. Offer ends 8/31/20.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, normally when we do second date updates, we talk to the person and we go, what do you think went wrong? Why are you not getting a call back? And they may be able to cite one instance, or a lot of times they're like, I don't know, I have no clue.
Right.
Well, the guy on the phone for a second date update today has multiple reasons why he thinks he's not getting a call back, so that should be fun. Let's start listing them, shall we? Mike, what's up? How are you?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. It sounds like your first date was not the best.
I didn't think it was, that bad in the moment, but looking back now, I'm starting to kind of put the pieces together, and I kind of think I figured it out. I don't know.
Is it something where you only have yourself to blame, or were they circumstances outside your control?
Well, I guess some of them outside my control, but I think I kind of just got awkward with it. I don't know. I think it was me.
So what's the name of the girl that you want to call today?
The girl I want to call today is Andrea.
And where did you meet Andrea?
On Tinder.
Nice.
Actually.
All right, so it started off great anyway.
I love when anybody says that. There's such shame attached to it when it comes out of your mouth.
I mean, it's not the place you want to tell your mom, like, hey, look who I found on Tinder. You don't want to take Tinderella home, so.
Tinderella.
Cinderella.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Tinderella before you tell us what went wrong on the date.
All right, well, obviously I swiped right, so I thought she was hot. So right off the bat, she's a good-looking girl, and then as I was looking through her pictures and stuff, I was noticing she was athletic. She looked like she played sports and worked out. So, she responded back to me, and we started talking. She was really sassy, so I like that,
Yeah.
kind of the bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
How long did you guys chat before you decided to actually go on a date?
It was about a week, so I think that's kind of long for Tinder.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Normally it's like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, wow, this is a long relationship.
You guys were practically Tinder married at that point.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about changing my status.
Tell us about the date. What'd you guys actually do?
So on the date, we went to an oyster bar. And she actually, I thought it was nice. She said I could pick her up, which I thought, I was like, okay, all right, actually get to go to her place. So went to pick her up, and that's where I think I started losing control of the situation.
Wait, you started losing control before the situation even barely began, is what it sounds like.
Yeah. I was listening to music in the car, and I wasn't paying attention, I was all excited about her, and I walk her into my vehicle, open the door for her, trying to be a gentleman, and then get in the car, I turn on the radio, and then just bam, like right in her face, this music just starts blaring, and it's just like talking about and like all kind of like crazy shit. And oh my God, I turned so red. It was so embarrassing.
Did you apologize right away?
No, I should have apologized. That would have been the right thing to do. Instead, I just kind of like cut it down. And so I was like, do you listen to Lil Wayne? And she's like, no.
All right.
Yeah. I could see that'd be a bad first impression.
Yeah, I think it was.
She's like, what's on this guy's mind? Already picking me up. Okay.
I know. The Tinder and then the music, I don't think it was looking good for me right off the bat.
Did you recover from that, or did she seem disturbed by your music selection the whole night?
It was a little awkward at first, obviously, but I think I started recovering, pretty well. By the time we got to the restaurant, we were talking.
Okay.
That was good.
And how was the oyster bar?
The oyster bar was delicious.
No,
No, we met the date.
I meant, how was your time with her at the oyster bar? Sorry, I should have been more specific.
That's okay. Yeah. Well, the time was a little awkward because, like I said, we were talking, everything was cool, and then I thought it'd be funny and try to make a little joke about, oysters are aphrodisiacs, and then she was like, well, in my head, it was funny. It was funny in my head.
It's so easy. It just makes me roll my eyes.
And this is after she got in your car with a song that was blaring about sex. And then you're like, hey, these are aphrodisiacs. Like,
I think the only thing I could have said afterwards to make it more awkward is give like a little wink or something. Like, I don't know. It was bad.
What was your intention of this date?
I mean, I actually liked our bantering on Tinder and stuff. I thought she was really funny and cool. And I've had hookups before off Tinder, obviously, but I kind of wanted this to be a little bit something more.
Okay.
That's good.
So after all that, did it seem like she liked you at the end of the date? Or was she just trying to get out of there?
Sounds bad, dude.
Like, once again, we start picking back up, and then we get to her place. I start walking her to her door, and then, you know, I thought the stars were aligning. This is it. You know, I've done this many times before. I lean in for the kiss, and then she's just kind of like, not tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
ouch.
Yeah.
How'd you feel when she said that?
I was a little bit caught off guard, honestly, because that's never happened to me before. Not trying to brag, but I'm a pretty good-looking dude, and that's never been just turned down right at the doorstep, you know?
But I feel like there's two ways you can say that. You can say that coyly where you're like, not tonight, got to work harder for it.
Yeah.
Or you can say not ever.
You know, looking back at it, it kind of seemed like she was just a little bit irritated. So I didn't know that she was done with me. I thought, like, just like she needed a moment to get away from tonight and maybe go think things through.
End
Kind
this
of
date.
decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you tried to contact her since your date?
Yeah. I reached out to her and tried texting her and calling her because she did give me her number.
Good.
But she never really responded.
You should have just sent her a link to that Lil Wayne song you were listening to.
I know. I wanted a box of oysters or something. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Oh, cool. Thanks, man.
All right, hold on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, if you're just tuning in for today's second date update. Oh,
Whoa.
sorry. Song kind of came out of nowhere. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. That's exactly what happened to Mike on his first date. He thinks that the girl might not be calling him back because a string of things went wrong. He met her on Tinder. They decided to go out to an oyster bar. But when they first got into his car, he forgot that his radio was on to a very inappropriate song. He turned his car on and then just had to look over at her and go, sorry about that.
Romantic.
Mike, are you ready to do your second date update?
Absolutely.
All right. Is that kind of like the song that was playing in your car when she got in?
Yeah, except it was way, way worse. Way worse than that.
There's music that's worse than that. out
One
there?
long beep.
Yeah.
Mike, she denied your kiss at the end of the night. Is that actually why you want to call her?
You know, actually, I really feel like there could be something way more, than just a little Tinder hookup.
All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, get her on the phone, and find out why she's not calling you back.
All right, I'm a little nervous, but all right.
Here we go. Oh, sorry.
Turn it off.
Hello.
Hi, is Andrea there?
Yeah, this is she.
Hello, Andrea. How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
Good. I'm sorry, did you say you were calling from the radio?
Yes, a morning radio show.
What's going on?
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody and then don't call them back after, they get in contact with us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong.
Okay.
And so somebody just emailed us about you.
What? This is so weird.
His name is
weird.
Mike, and you guys met on Tinder.
Oh my God, Mike?
Yes. Mike has been trying to contact you since your date, but apparently you haven't answered any of his phone calls or text messages.
And he didn't take the hint, apparently.
Well, he took the hint. He knows that you don't want to get back to him for some reason, but he doesn't know why. So he asked if we could get you on the phone and get that answer.
On the radio.
Yes. Did you like Mike at all?
Well, what did he tell you guys? What do you know?
He told us how you met. He also admitted to us that he feels like your first date was kind of awkward. There was a point, I guess, where he picked you up and you got in the car and he had a really inappropriate song blaring on the radio. He thought you might have felt awkward about that.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't.
But,
He also told us how you turned him down for a kiss at the end of the date and you said, no, not tonight. or something like that.
He told you a lot.
Yeah, he did. He told us all about your date. He also said that he really likes you and wants to see you again.
God. Honestly, the most shocking part of the night was when he came to pick me up. He looked nothing like his Tinder profile.
Oh.
He catfished you?
Oh.
No, it's not that he didn't, like it wasn't like he was a different person. He had bruises all over his face.
Wait, when he came to pick you up?
Like, he looked like he got the kicked out of him.
Really?
What?
He did not mention that.
Huge black eye, fat lip, and I was like, oh my God, what happened?
What did he say?
It's so weird. He told me that he, does that sometimes. He gets into, fights with his friends,
What?
MMA style in his backyard.
Oh my
Once a
gosh.
month, like a fight club thing. They fight each other, and so you're just super whatever, no big deal.
Nonchalant
And
fighting.
to just looks like that a lot of the time because he and his friends beat the shit out of each other.
So he does novice style MMA in his backyard.
I guess.
And he thought, was he saying this to impress you or?
No, I asked him why his face looked like scrambled eggs. He was like, "Glad I just do this. Not a big deal. Totally casual."
So, no big deal. Me and my friends just fight in the backyard once a month.
Yeah, it was so weird. I mean, he could have at least warned me that he
Right.
was going to look like, cheese grater went on his, I couldn't
grater?
look at him.
Would you have gone out with him though if he would have said, "Hey, by the way, this is what I do in my spare time, and I'm going to show up with a black eye"?
Oh, that's so weird. It's so weird. Who does that? What kind of psychological issues go into needing to beat the crap out of each other? What is that?
He didn't tell us any of that. He just told us about your date, and it was all good except for those couple of weird things. He didn't tell us that he showed up and looked like somebody had beaten him with a bag of pennies.
It was horrifying. I couldn't believe it.
I want to know a little bit more about his backyard MMA ring.
You want to get in on it,
Yeah, I
don't
do. I
you?
want to get in on that action. Let's ask him about it, Andrea, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
No, he is not on the phone.
Yes, he is. Mike?
How's it going?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? Look, I just wanted to tell you, you could just texted me or called me, and then we have to do this.
We didn't have to do this, period. You could take a hint and just let it go.
You gave me your number, so obviously you're cool to give me your number, so you should expect a phone call or a text.
Oh my
You know
God.
what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Okay, Andrea, first off, my face looks great right now. I've never broken a bone or anything. It was just a little beat up, and for the record, I won. So there you go.
Just a little beat up. Oh, my God.
Beat up. That wasn't even that bad. Normally it looks like my face went through a grinder, but this time it was fine.
Oh, my God. And that's supposed to be attractive to me?
Andrea, look, I had a fight the night before with my bros, so I don't know what you want me to do.
Your bros? Oh, my God.
I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. Honestly, you saw by my pictures that I like athletic things and MMA and stuff.
Athletic things is one thing. Beating the out of each other in a backyard for the and giggles is a completely different
Yeah.
psychological
Yeah.
issue.
It's making me better. It's making me better. I don't understand what's the big deal.
It's
What is it making you better at? Better at what?
Well, I don't even know why you're so upset, but you should be excited to have, friends that enjoy hanging out with me and stuff. That should say something about my social life.
It does say something about your social life. I'm learning everything I need to know.
I mean, what were you doing the other night before our date? Were you just petting your cat and watching Netflix or what?
Are you judging me? Is that what's happening right now?
Oh wow.
Is this your attempt to get me out on a second date with you? Seriously?
No, I just don't understand. All of a sudden you're coming out bashing my face, which it already was bashed enough. Don't need any of that. So
You were eating oysters and blood was dribbling onto your chin.
Shut up.
Look, it was just, I keep telling you, it was just from the night before. It was just a little cut. Made me bleed a little bit. I'm a man. I can handle it. It's not a big deal.
How the hell do you think that someone wants to kiss a person who's bleeding all over their food?
Oh my God, seriously. He leaned toward me and I was like, seriously? You want me to kiss that? Hell no.
Mike, I support your MMA backyard fighting if you want to do that, but why didn't you warn her though? Hey, I'm going to show up and my face is going to be bruised.
Honestly, it was just the night before, and I thought, hey, I didn't think it looked that bad, honestly, in comparison to other times.
Or
And
better yet,
my bros told me it wouldn't be a big deal. They thought she'd be cool with it.
why would you plan a fight the night before a first date? Like, if that's going to be your hobby, maybe wait till after.
I mean, I get what you're saying there, but we plan this every month. It's the same day, so I wasn't going to miss it. You know what I mean? It's the same day every month.
That's more important than her, duh.
Andrew, look, sometimes, I go through there, I don't even have, a scratch on my face or anything. I'm completely fine. So, that night, a little bit rougher, I'll admit, but whatever. I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal. And right now, face looks fine. You should come out and see me now.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Oh.
Are you sure, Andrea? Because I would like to ask you out on a second date with Mike. We will pay for it if you'll go out with him again.
I'd rather punch myself in the face than go on another date with him.
Oh, come on. It's really not that big of a deal. I don't know why you're making this a big deal. Look, I look great right now. I look better than my Tinder picture, honestly.
Listen, I'm not into this. I'm sure there's somebody else out there who will totally appreciate it. Maybe, but I'm out.
Mike, I'm sorry. No second date, man.
That's a bummer, man. I really liked her.
Yeah, I know. Hey, you know what, Mike? Sometimes in dating, it can give you the uppercut and you can be up against the ropes. But I know that you can get back on track and stand up like the true champion you are and get back in the dating world.
Awesome, bro. I'm pumped. Let's go do this right now. Why don't you just come fight with me?
I am not going to one of your backyard brawls, Mike.
Come on, man. Come
No,
on.
Do it.
I don't want to do it.
93.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
People often say that romance is dead. Well, not today.
Oh, good.
Not when you hear today's second date update. Rachel is on the phone, and today she wants to call a guy named Josh, and they actually met in the most romantic way I've ever heard of anybody meeting each other.
You better not be being sarcastic because I do not want to be disappointed today, Jubal Flag.
Not one bit.
Okay.
Normally I joke about this kind of stuff, but this story actually really tugged at my heartstrings.
Wait, you
And
have
I thought
those?
it was a beautiful way to make a first connection. Rachel, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are y'all?
Not too bad.
I can't wait to hear your
I'm really
story.
excited for you to share your story with everybody. Tell us how you met the guy that you want to call today.
So I met Josh.
Actually, wait, hold on, Rachel. Let me give you some music to set the mood first. Rachel,
Oh, yeah, I like that better.
why don't you tell everybody how you met the guy that you want to call today?
So his name is Josh, and we met at a moment when we were both really just raw and vulnerable.
Whoa.
We were puking off the same balcony.
Shut up! I knew you were
What?
toying with me, Jubal. I
What
knew
a
it the whole time.
Wonderful
Damn it.
story of how love can overcome all things.
And I just want to say I'm not proud of this. This is not a story that I really am proud to share.
So
but,
you're not going to retell it at the wedding if it gets to that point.
maybe not. Maybe this will be a secret.
Okay.
So how'd you guys meet? Did your streams cross or...
Oh, God.
He asked for a napkin. Maybe he needed to hold your hair back at the same
No,
time.
no. Okay, listen. I'm normally a lightweight, and I really wouldn't get this drunk at a party, but it was my roommate's birthday, so, what are you going to do? And I felt like I was, feeling really queasy, it wasn't about to happen, but I really felt in my heart that it was going to happen soon.
See,
Yeah.
you felt it in your heart. That love was about to come from your stomach and out of your mouth.
Would you,
Exactly.
you rushed over to a man to meet him real quick before you started vomiting?
No, come on. I went to the bathroom. I tried to get in the bathroom, but somebody was in there.
Uh-huh.
So it was just the only thing that I could think to do was to run outside. And I leaned over this balcony and I just puked my guts out. And I'm so embarrassed. And then I looked up and there was this guy right next to me doing exactly the same thing.
Oh, my gosh.
And we locked eyes. And it was so romantic.
Shut up.
No, it was pretty gross.
Did you immediately strike up a conversation hey, what are you doing out here too?
It was kind of sweet. We started laughing at each other.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of this moment of well, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen each other at probably your worst already.
Oh my God.
It's all uphill from that point, I would think.
Exactly.
You're just praying that one of you has some gum on them?
I mean, we didn't kiss that night.
Okay.
Needless
Okay.
to say.
Did he ask for your number or something at that point?
So the thing is, it was kind of a funny situation. We started laughing at each other, kind of. And he asked for my number, and I was like, what the heck? And I gave it to him, and all of a sudden we had plans to go get dinner and see a movie. And
Oh my God. So you actually went on a real date. I was thinking that your date was just the balcony moment.
no. Real actual plans.
Okay, and
Awesome.
did your other plans involve vom too, or did you guys have a vom-free
No.
date?
We talked about it, and we decided one drink each at the dinner.
No matter what.
You're capping each other.
That's kind of cute, though.
So how was dinner?
Well, okay, so it actually ended up not even happening.
What?
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah, got there, started getting all of these texts from my roommate that my cat had been missing. And so I'm freaking out, pretty much immediately had to leave right when my food got there.
That sucks.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was super nice, drove me back home, and I felt like such a jerk because I didn't even say goodbye. I ran out of the car, went inside. Yeah, I know, but I love my cat.
Did you find your cat?
Yeah, it turned out he was in the closet, so it was a huge to do for absolutely nothing.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
Man, roommate
Did
with the
you
block.
text this guy or call him and let him know what happened?
Yeah, I tried to call him and apologize for running off. It's not my fault that my cat got lost, but I can't get a hold of him. It's been 4 days. I don't know what's up. and I really just, like, I want to explain myself.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
That sounds great. I mean, he just seemed like a really cool guy. I don't really want this opportunity to pass me by.
All right, we'll do it right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Rachel, I really don't know why you're not getting a call back. Your dating experience had all of the key elements that it takes to be successful in love. You had projectile vomiting, and you had missing cats. And that's really all you need to win at this crazy little game that we called love.
It does sound like a Taylor Swift song.
If you missed the first part of the second date update, Rachel is on the phone. She wants to call a dude named Josh. They met at a house party when both of them were vomiting on a balcony. They struck up a conversation after and agreed to go out on a date. They didn't really finish the date, though, because when they met up for dinner, at the beginning of it, she started getting text messages from her roommate saying that her cat was lost. So she stopped the date. He drove her home. She ran out of the car, and she hasn't heard from him since. So we're about to call him and find out what could have possibly gone wrong in that whole thing.
Detective work.
And it seems like if a guy's cool with the vomit part, you think he'd be cool with the freak out on the cat issue.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think you could have done anything worse than what you started with.
That's why this whole thing just doesn't make any sense to me. I really appreciate you guys calling him for me.
No problem. All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I was looking for Josh.
I'm Josh.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I'm fine. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
All right. Okay. Can I help you with something?
Did we wake you up?
Yes, you can help me with something. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
An email?
Yeah, because you actually went out on a date with them, and now you're not calling her back.
I'm not. Who am I not calling back?
Her name is Rachel, and she said that you guys met at a house party and then went out to dinner, but the dinner had to be cut short because of a missing cat.
Oh, the cat.
It's that hard to remember the girl that you were puking off the balcony with?
Rachel. Yeah.
So you remember Rachel?
Yes.
Did you like Rachel?
Yeah. I liked Rachel.
I feel like you don't actually remember Rachel the way that you answered that.
Sure, I like Rachel.
Oh, that girl.
No. I liked her. I did.
Okay, so why not call her back? She said it's been 4 days since your date, and you haven't been responding to anything.
Oh, no, it's been 6 days.
It's been 6 days.
Wait, so you've also been counting how many days it's been since you haven't called her back?
Well, I kept track of it because that's how long I've been in the hospital.
What?
What?
Oh my God,
Are you currently in the hospital right now?
No, I just got out yesterday.
Oh my God, is that why it sounds like you're on drugs right now?
I'm a little bit on some painkillers and stuff.
Whoa.
Are you
what
okay?
happened?
It was such a crazy night. So her cat was missing. And I remember she was really distraught, so I felt bad. And she got out of the car. So I drove around the corner, and then I decided to get out of the car to maybe look for the cat. Because I thought maybe the cat was outside or around the area. Yeah. So I was looking for her cat, and it was really dark, and I couldn't really see that well. And then a car came and hit me.
What? You got hit by a car?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I got a broken arm, and I got a couple of broken ribs.
Oh my God, you're lucky that's it.
Dude.
Yeah, I've been in the hospital because that happened.
So you were going to call her back, but obviously you've had other things going on right now.
Yeah, it's just, it's just been nuts dealing with all this stuff.
Does she know
I'm
that?
so glad you're okay.
Yeah, we talked to her. It sounds like she doesn't have any idea that you got hit by a car looking for her cat.
I don't know. I've been in the hospital. I don't know what she knows.
God, I would feel so bad if I was
bad.
Rachel.
Yeah.
I
It was,
would blame myself forever.
Very nice of you to try to find her cat, though.
I didn't find the cat.
No, you didn't.
No, he found a car instead. You definitely found a car.
Hey, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to throw you under the bus again, but Rachel is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah.
Rachel's here?
Hi. Oh my God. Hi. I'm so glad you're okay.
Oh my gosh.
Josh, are you there?
I feel like it's too many pain meds to comprehend.
Yeah. No, I'm here. I'm here. But what? So what's happening?
Oh, poor Josh.
You're so sweet. I thought that you weren't calling me back because I screwed up our date. I thought that you were mad at me.
She's trying to laugh it off.
No, I was in the hospital.
Yeah, I know. We heard the sirens when we were looking for my cat, and and that was you.
Oh,
God.
that's so crazy.
Yeah. That must have been for me. I'm sorry.
No, please don't apologize. Oh my God.
Yeah, what are you apologizing for, Josh?
I hope the noise didn't inconvenience you.
I'm sorry, I got hit by a car and there happened to be sirens.
Oh, I feel so guilty, Josh. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Oh.
No, it's fine. I wanted to help you find your cat because you seemed really upset, and I just wanted to help you.
How is this turning weirdly romantic?
Thank you. That's really sweet.
So, Rachel.
Yeah.
Your cat. Did you find it?
Yes. Don't worry about him, please.
That's good. That's good. Where was it?
Oh my God, Josh, you're gonna hate this. He was in my closet.
Oh, God, don't
Safe
tell
and
him that.
sound.
I'm so sorry.
He was in your closet?
Oh, Josh.
Yeah,
poor
Josh, you got hit by a car trying to find her cat, and the whole time it was hiding in her closet.
Oh my God.
Oh, my God, you guys.
Man.
I'm sorry.
That
to
is
laugh.
so sad.
Such bad
Oh,
timing.
Josh, but you're trying to do such a nice thing.
Oh man.
Maybe on our second date, I can pay just like even the score.
Actually, Rachel, here, I'll ask a question for you. Hey, Josh, would you like to go out on another date with Rachel? We will pay for it.
So, you're serious? The cat was in the closet the whole time?
Yes.
Oh, God, I don't blame
I know,
you.
Josh. It would be tough to hear, too, if I were in your shoes.
Dude, that's all he's going to be thinking about.
But would you like another date with Rachel? She'd love to see you again.
I'm just I'm on a lot of medication, and I don't know when I can go out again.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh, Rachel.
I can come and visit you, and I'll bring you dinner because I think it's the least I can do, honestly.
Yeah, that's close to paying for his medical bills.
How about it, Josh? Will you let Rachel come over and bring you dinner, and you guys can have another date?
Safer.
That'd be nice.
All right. Well, congratulations, Josh and Rachel. You guys got another date. All it took was Josh being hit by a car.
A couple broken bones.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for getting in touch with him. I completely misread all of this.
Yeah.
I never would have known.
And you know what? I think we all learned something here because, Rachel, I started this off by saying, since you two met puking, and then you had the missing cat, I said that was the recipe for true love. I think we found what the recipe is. The recipe for true love is projectile vomiting together, a missing cat, and then getting hit by a car.
Wow.
And that's what true love is. That's all you need in order to have a healthy relationship. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Josh, rest up, man, okay?
Yeah, I just in the closet the whole time.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Just got a text in at 78592 says, if those two go out again, somebody's going to die. Stop them. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed today's second date update, this girl, Rachel, wanted to call a guy named Josh. They met at a party because both of them were puking on the balcony together. Kind of an awkward way to meet. Then they went out, and in the middle of their date, like right as it started, her roommate texted her and said, your cat's gone missing. So she had to end the date to go home and look for her cat. And then she hadn't heard from Josh after that at all. It turns out that Josh dropped her off and saw that she was concerned about the cat, so he pulled around the block and went to go help look for the cat.
Be a nice
He'd
guy.
probably want to be a nice guy and not be creepy and be like, I'll help you, I'll stay with you, I'll help you. Because they just met each other. And he ended up getting hit by a car.
Okay, you can't say it without laughing. It's
I know.
so messed
It
up.
It's
sucks.
funny because of the luck, not because of what happened.
I know, yeah. And he's recovering and fine.
Good.
And they will probably go out again, or at least maybe she'll pay for his hospital bills or something.
Oh my God, someone texted in that second date update sounds like a demented Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah, the guy who wrote The Notebook. It does sound like that, like a very, very, very weird love story. But I feel like those two have a bright future together.
Yeah.
I hope so.
As long as they keep their distance from each other. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The person on the phone for a second date update today feels bad because they think they screwed up the date. It was a date that they weren't even on.
What?
Actually, a date that had nothing to do with them at all.
Whoa.
But they think that they screwed it up, and they want us to help fix it. Barbara is on the phone with us. Barbara thinks that she ruined her son's date.
Oh, no.
Hey, Barbara, how you doing?
Oh, I've been better. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So this is an interesting story. We got your email, and you feel like you ruined your son's date.
Honestly, I don't think. I know.
You know.
Oh.
Okay, tell us what you did.
Oh, gosh. I became the mother I swore I'd never be. I have a son, Jeremy. He's 21, but he still lives home with me. And he went out on a date with a new girl, and I wasn't really sure of where he was and what his plans were, but it got to be rather late, and I got a little antsy, because he's usually home at a decent hour, and, well, I got kind of worried and started calling his phone.
Oh, no.
Okay. How many times did you start calling his phone?
Oh, God, at least 6, 7 times. It just kept going straight to voicemail, which made me even more anxious.
Okay.
So what'd you do, Barbara?
Well, I guess at my age you shouldn't be doing the social media thing, but I went on his Facebook page and I posted on his page to all his friends, does anybody know where Jeremy is?
No!
Please have him call his mom.
Barbara!
You know he's 21 years old, right, Barbara?
All I can say is it was like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I went overboard. I really did, but it was 2 o'clock in the morning, so whatever was going on, clearly I ruined it.
Oh, and I know what's going on at 2 o'clock in the morning. You ruined that.
Okay, let's not go down that road. Okay?
So what was his reaction then to that? I mean, I'm assuming he came home at a certain point.
Yeah, he was pretty angry.
What did he say to you?
He just came in slamming the door and screaming at me, how could you do that? That was the best date I've had in a year, and you ruined it. And he just stormed off. And I'm like trying to talk, and I'm saying, what did I do? And he starts screaming at me, Facebook, Mom, you Facebooked it.
So, Barbara, you actually now think it's a good idea to continue this line and call his date is what you want us to do?
I mean, I just don't know what else to do. It's apparently he really, really liked this girl, and things were going quite well, and yeah, things turned after I did what I did.
So how do you have this girl's phone number?
Really?
Yeah, really. How do you have it?
I went in his phone.
Oh my gosh, Barbara!
You're such a mom.
You're making things worse. You know that, Barbara.
Well, I was hoping with you guys I could turn things around.
Maybe we could fix it.
So your goal is to get this girl on the phone and convince her to go back out with your son.
And I swear I'll stay away.
Oh my gosh, if I got this call from a guy I was dating's mom, I would run 8,000 miles in the other direction.
But at least she's sweet. It's not like
I mean, can't we turn it into something? I mean, can't we laugh? Find the laughter in it?
I think it's funny.
Yeah, well, for us, not for her son.
For sure.
Well, I know not for him, but maybe if we can make her laugh, she'll reconsider if I swear to stay away until the wedding.
Yeah, maybe. Well, don't bring up the wedding thing.
Please.
That might be a bit much.
I promise.
Okay, so if you make this call and she doesn't want to go out with him again, and then she ends up calling your son and saying, hey, can you tell your mom to back off? He's already mad at you. Don't you think he's going to get even more pissed?
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is they don't have a second date anyway.
Yeah.
So if she goes out with him, it's a win. If she doesn't go out with him, then it's status quo.
Yeah, I guess you can't make her talk to him less if she's not talking to him after the date.
Have I meddled in my son's life over the years? Of course. But this is probably me at my absolute worst. And if you guys can help me fix this, it would mean everything, because I just got crazy. I got crazy. You know.
Well, we'll give it a shot. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, sort of. I don't really know how to say it, but we'll play a song, come back, see if we can get her to go out with your son again, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I'm having kind of a difficult time trying to figure out how to do today's second date update. If you're just joining us, Barbara is on the phone. Barbara's son, Jeremy, went out on a date with this girl named Nicole. While he was on the date, Barbara kind of freaked out because her son wasn't home yet. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. So she was blowing up his phone and then finally posted on his Facebook page, has anybody seen Jeremy? I think he might be hurt. I don't know, looking for his son. And it embarrassed him. And apparently the date saw it. So when he got home that night, he yelled at his mom saying that she screwed up his date with this girl. The problem that I'm having, Barbara, is I need to figure out exactly how to do it at the beginning when I get this girl on the phone. Because normally I'll be like, hey, you went on a date with Jeff and he wants to get a hold of you. Now it's like, hey, you went on a date with Jeremy and his mom's on the phone and wants it. I don't want to blow up your spot real quick because that's probably going to creep her out even more if she knows that you're on the other line right away.
Yeah, if you could maybe kind of warm her up a bit before you tell her that part.
And Barbara, I didn't get it. Did you ever meet this girl?
No.
Oh, God, so she has no idea even who you are.
No.
She knows who she is.
Yeah, I guess.
All right, you ready to make the phone call?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Nicole, please?
This is Nicole.
Hey, Nicole, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Excuse me?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show. I got an email about you.
What?
Yeah, you recently went out on a date with a guy named Jeremy.
Yeah.
And I got an email because apparently you're not calling Jeremy back. I'm just kind of curious. Can you tell me why your date didn't go very well with Jeremy?
We had a nice time, but it was kind of weird. His mom seemed to be just really concerned where he was. She just kept calling him, and she actually posted on his Facebook asking if anyone knew where he was, and that was just maybe just a little too much for me.
Kind of killed it when his mom kept bugging him?
Yeah, because I looked on Facebook, he went to the bathroom, and I just went on Facebook and I saw the post and I brought it up to him and he immediately changed. I could tell he got super embarrassed, but then he was just really short with me and it got a little awkward and
were you guys just out at a bar or something at this point?
Yeah, we had just been hanging out, kind of getting to know each other for a couple hours, and then his mom kind of got involved.
But you could see it also as this guy has a really good relationship with his mother, which is a positive.
Yeah, I think that's great. I have a great relationship with my mom. I would hope that everyone gets to have a good relationship with their mom. But if I want to be in the middle of that is another...
Let me ask you a question, Nicole. If you were out on a date and your mom started doing that on your Facebook, what would you do?
I'd probably do just what he did. He was super embarrassed. I'd be really embarrassed. I'd probably shut down and not really know how to deal with it. Luckily, my mom wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
How
did you guys end the night then?
It felt a little abrupt because we were in the middle kind of chatting and getting to know each other. And then I brought that up to him and it was kind of late anyway. So I think mutually we both kind of found a reason to call it a night, not long after.
He hasn't sent you any text messages or try to call you or anything?
There have been a few here and there. My schedule's been really busy, so it's been kind of hard to keep track of everything.
That's what everyone says when they don't want to go out with somebody.
Nicole, I have somebody on the other line that wants to talk to you.
What do you mean? He's not on the phone, is he?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
No, Jeremy isn't on the phone.
Okay.
His mom, Barbara, is.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
She wanted to talk to you and see if she could smooth things over. Barbara?
Oh, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi, Nicole. This is Barbara, otherwise known as the ever-dreaded helicopter mom. And I get it. I understand. I just went somewhere in my brain that I should have never gone, and I'm really calling to apologize to you. Jeremy doesn't know I'm making this call, and I'm hoping it kind of stays that way. But I just felt so horrible because I know he really found you lovely.
Barbara, I appreciate you reaching out. I can tell that you're a very loving and attentive mother, and you raised a wonderful man, and I really enjoyed getting to know him. But I'm not sure that, regardless of what part you played, if it was really going to work out with us.
Nicole, seriously, I understand. I understand that you're not a mom. And if you're ever lucky enough to be a mother, trust me when I tell you, you will look back on this and go, aha. I promise you. He's my boy, he still lives with me. I generally know where he is at all times, but it's my son. I make him lunch every day to this day. This is my boy.
Barbara, you might want to stop a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Barbara.
You're making him sound like he's 15.
No. It's just, you really have to be a mom to see it from my point of view. And I understand why you're saying what you're saying, but what I'd like to do is make Nicole understand it from my point of view. It's a mom thing.
Oh, God, I hope not. I really hope not.
I understand where you're coming from, Barbara. I do. I just think that maybe, from what you're telling me, your son and I are in different places. I think that we're coming from different environments at this point, and I don't know that it's compatible.
Well, Nicole, please. How was your mother when you got your period? Wasn't she there for you?
Sure, she was there for me, but that was also 10 years ago.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change.
It needs to change, Barbara. It needs to change.
I'm an adult. I'm 21, and my mom raised me and trusts me and knows that at the end of the day, if I need her, I will call her, but otherwise I am making my way as a person. And
I hear you. Your mom, me, every mom on the planet, when you don't know what your child is or where your child is, you get a little nutty. I don't care how old they get to be.
You know,
this is so
especially when they're 21 years old.
Commentary on him. This is from the mom heart.
All right, well, I'm glad you were able to get that out, Barbara. Now comes the important question, okay? Nicole, would you like to go out with her son Jeremy one more time? I will pay for a second date for you guys.
Please.
I'm sorry, Barbara. I don't see this going anywhere, and I would rather appreciate our one date for what it was. I don't think that there's a second date.
A nice way to put it, Nicole.
You know, Nicole, again, I hear what you're saying. I understand that you've said no. But I am going to go out on a limb so far because of what an extraordinary young man that Jeremy is. I will host a beautiful, beautiful dinner. I will do all the cooking. I will stay out of it. I will clean. I will do everything. Just give this young man the chance that he deserves. Please.
Absolutely not.
No. You're missing out on a really good one here, Nicole.
I'm sure that I am.
Oh,
all right, Nicole, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Barbara, I'm sorry that didn't work out for you.
Well, I thank you for trying.
No problem. In the future, I do have a suggestion for you for your son.
Yes?
They make these like little chips you can put in pets so you can find them everywhere. Get your son chipped, and then you won't have to go on Facebook.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
That's my boy, you know, he still lives with me. I generally know where he is at all times, but it's my son. I make him lunch every day to this day.
Wow. A lot of text messages coming in at 78592 saying, cut the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. If you missed the second date update that we just aired, a mom named Barbara wanted to call a girl named Nicole because Nicole went out with her son. And during their date, Barbara didn't know where her son was. It was nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, and he wasn't home yet. So she was blowing up his phone and then started posting on his Facebook wall, like, has anybody seen my boy? Oh, God. And Nicole saw all that and was like, wow, this mom is way too into her kid's life. The kid is 21.
Not 12.
He is an adult.
Yeah.
So crazy. He needs to move out of his mom's house ASAP. Like, somebody find that guy a job, give him some sort of, like, move in with another family. I don't know.
If she's making his lunches, you know she's also doing his laundry.
Everything.
You know everything.
Which
is
means
done for
he
him.
is going to be a nightmare to date because he has never actually done his own dishes.
Oh,
so
you're
the mom
right.
wanted to get the girl on the phone to apologize for blowing up the phone and blowing up his Facebook and making things awkward on the date because her son came home very angry at his mom.
Yeah.
Apparently yelled at her and then stormed off to his room, which sounds like he's not really actually an adult.
I hate you.
Yeah.
You never let me do anything.
You ruin everything, Mom.
Slams the door.
Text in at 78592 says, you guys should have moms call in more often for second date updates. That was extremely awkward.
Dude, I am abnormally close with my mother, and she wouldn't even do something like that.
Another text in at 78592 says, second date update is the best birth control ever. And then another person said, oh my God, it's not a mom thing. I would hate to be her son.
Yeah.
A little too wrapped up in her kid's life, I think.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want a second date update, whether you're a mom, a grandmother, a great aunt,
We don't care.
whatever, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is email the show, Brooke and Jubal at moving925.com. We will call the person who didn't call you back.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A girl named Amy is on the phone. She wants to do a second date update with us. She sent an email in. Her email was interesting. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But my favorite thing about her email, at one point in all caps, it said this: I did not go all the way with him. We just fooled around. 3 exclamation points.
Wow.
All right, Amy. Get the point. So you met a guy, it says, at a movie theater, and then you did not go all the way with him.
That's correct.
Okay.
Why is that so important for you to put in all caps, Amy?
Because I'm not that kind of girl. I mean, we just met that night, and we just fooled around. We did not go all the way.
Okay.
My guess is that at some point in your life, you've been called all the way Amy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right, let's find out a little bit about your date before we get into the specifics of how far you went, because I want to know everything now that you put it out there.
What part of the way?
Yeah, so your email says that you met this guy at a movie theater?
Yeah. Me and my friend, we went to see a movie, and these guys sat down next to me. One of them, his name was Marcus, and he was all tattooed and just had this bad boy vibe. I love bad boys.
Oh, gosh.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of ladies love bad boys.
Like really rough around the edges, kind of too cool for school vibe.
Yeah. You can't stop thinking about him, can you?
I can't. And after the movie, he was like, do you guys want to come to a bar with us? And my friend really didn't want to go, but I convinced her to.
Because you just had to get more of Marcus, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So how much convincing did it take to get your friend to go to the bar with these guys?
I mean, she owes me one, put it that way. It wasn't that hard.
Now, did she not want to go because she didn't like the dudes, or did she had to work the next morning?
I mean, the other guy just wasn't that appealing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So she's like,
I see. Yep.
Why do you get Marcus?
Yep.
And I get his other friend.
I guess I was lucky.
So you obviously went to the bar. How did that whole thing play out?
It was great. I mean, well, for me anyway, me and Marcus, we hit it off, I thought. I mean, there was some chemistry there. And we kind of started making out at the bar.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a good sign if you have chemistry, if someone's making out with you, that you're getting along.
Yeah. And my friend at that point was pretty over the whole thing and wanted to go.
So she ended up leaving and left you with Marcus and his friend?
Yeah. And me and Marcus, we wound up hanging out a little longer, had maybe like one more drink, and then I went to Marcus's apartment.
All right. And that brings us to the part of your email where you said, I did not go all the way with him. We just fooled around.
Right? It's true.
True.
All right.
Did you end up staying the night at his house, or did you bail that night?
No, I had to work early in the morning, and after a while, I was like, you don't want to give the prize away the first day. I mean, he'll never call me if I sleep with him, right?
Yeah, but now you didn't sleep with him and he's not calling you anyway, so you should have done it. Hindsight is 2020, isn't it,
Take
Amy?
note, all the ladies listening.
And how did the evening end?
Well, the evening ended. I basically was like, let's call it a night, and he didn't want to at first, but I mean, I wanted to stay, really, I did, but I made myself leave. I made myself. Like,
Was it one of those things where you're like, okay, if I don't leave, then I am going to go all the way, and I'm going to regret it?
absolutely. I've done that in the past, and I do not ever want to put myself in that position.
That's such an internal struggle, too. Like, you have the full conversation with yourself in your head.
Oh, absolutely. It's like the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we've all been there.
And we slowed down, and he said he would call me, and we'd have a proper date and take it from there.
And you haven't heard anything from him?
No, it's been a week. A week.
Okay. Have you tried texting and calling him?
Yeah, I texted him a few times, but I mean, what am I going to do? Start calling him? He said he would call me. I don't want to look desperate.
Yeah, you've already sent 3 texts. I think you're good, and I think it's obvious that he's purposely not getting back to you at that point.
Yeah, like the first time I'm like, well, maybe he didn't get the text,
Right.
and then I sent a second. But yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got them. So you guys hit it off. Why do you think he's not calling you back then?
I seriously, I have no idea why he's not calling me back.
All right, we're going to play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Amy,
Yeah?
I've decided I'm not going to make the phone call for your second date update today. I'm not doing it.
What? Really?
What?
Yeah. I'm not doing your stupid phone call.
Whoa.
I'm doing whatever the I want, Amy. You know why? Because I'm a bad boy. I don't give a about rules, right? Can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yeah, Amy, you like that, don't you? Amy? Amy?
What?
I was just trying to be a bad boy there because you said in the first part of the second date update how you really like bad boys, and the guy that we're about to call gave off that bad boy vibe, so apparently I didn't pull it off as well as he did.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, just to refresh everybody's memory, Amy met this dude at a movie theater. He sat down next to her. They talked and then agreed to go out to a bar afterwards. They ended up making out at the bar and then went back to his place and messed around a little bit, but they did not go all the way. Amy wants us to be very clear about that. All right, Amy, I'm going to dial the phone right now, see if we can get him on the phone and find out if there is a particular reason that he's not calling you back.
Okay.
All right. Maybe it's because he's a bad boy. He doesn't pay a cell phone bill. Who cares, right?
Maybe his phone fell off his motorcycle.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that's what it is. Actually, he was on his motorcycle. He threw his phone off. He doesn't care. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, Amy. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Marcus, please?
This is Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. How you doing? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
This is who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Is there something I could do for you?
Yes, there is, actually. I'm calling you because we recently got an email from somebody that you went on a date with. Her name is Amy, and she's a listener to our show. And she told us about an evening that you guys shared together, but now she's not getting a call back from you. So she wanted me to call and see if I could find out if she did something wrong.
Who are you talking about?
Amy? Whoa. You apparently met her at a movie theater and then went back to your place and messed around?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
It's ringing a bell.
So you remember Amy. We talked to her about, your the time that you hung out. I guess I can't really call it a date because it's kind of just like you guys met and then went hang out and had drinks. But she's wondering why you're not calling her back because she's also told us that she tried to text you 2 or 3 times and you haven't responded.
I don't know about it, Amy. Just
Are you just not interested?
Yeah, I don't know if it's my thing. I'm pretty busy dude,
Okay. So there's no specific reason.
Well, when I met her, she seemed pretty cool and pretty open to whatever, and we went out and had a good time, and I thought she was DTW, and she just wasn't.
I think maybe some people need an explanation on that.
DTW?
I don't know what the W is.
Yeah, I know.
though.
I know DTF. I don't know
Yeah.
DTW.
It's down to whatever,
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, are you not calling her back because she didn't sleep with you that night?
Things were getting hot, and we were trying some things, and I pulled out some syrup just to play around, and I don't know if she got weird about it or what, but she didn't want to do it. And
Wait,
so
what do you mean? What do you mean syrup? like pancake syrup?
You guys never used syrup before? Syrup, just regular syrup, you put on pancakes and stuff.
It's not one of my signature moves, Marcus.
Yeah, well, you should try it.
Did she say just no?
She kind of just everything kind of stopped. Then you could tell she wasn't into it, and I'm definitely not the type of guy to force syrup on somebody.
Yeah, you're not just gonna dump syrup all over her head. That's good. I think that's a good way to be, Marcus. Yes. Most people just don't want syrup dumped all over their body unless they're a willing participant. So you think that she's just not a good time?
I just think maybe she'll she's a little closed-minded or whatever, or she just hasn't experienced much life
Did you-
or something. Or
Did you at least give her like a warning before you went to the kitchen and got the syrup?
Well, yeah, I got up, left, I came back with syrup, and like I started to undo the top, and like it's pretty obvious what's going to go down after that.
Yeah.
And you could tell she was just getting real awkward about it, and like she wasn't kissing me anymore or anything. So I was like, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna put the syrup away.
So you think she's closed-minded and kind of prudish because she wouldn't let you pour syrup on her body the first time you hung out?
Yeah, she's just she's just conservative. That's
feel
what it's not for me. Like I like experimenting and doing different stuff. It's just my thing, and it's not everybody's thing. So.
Yeah, but it's different if you like to have a conversation maybe leading up to it, like, hey, you want to try something, and then you go into it. Like the surprise syrup is a little much, I think, for anybody to handle.
Well, let me put it this way: I've been with girls that are into syrup before, and you just know.
You can tell a girl that's into syrup from a mile away. Hey, Marcus.
She's from Canada? Oh my God.
Marcus, let me ask you this: if she was down to have syrup poured on her body, which is apparently your thing, would you be willing to go out with her again?
Like, would I hang out with her again?
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, I don't know. I don't want it to be all about the syrup. Oh, now she wants syrup on her, and so now I'm cool with it.
Well, I think
syrup expectations.
I think it would be good for us to find out from Amy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to call her back,
You don't have to, because she's actually on the phone listening.
She's on the phone right now?
Yep.
Hey, Marcus.
What up?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on. I'm sorry.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really shocked. It's not that I'm a prude or anything, but I didn't even want to go all the way. I kind of
using syrup isn't going all the way, but like I just don't want to have to worry about like, hey, is this okay? And then is that okay? And then like I just kind of want to go with the feel, and wherever the experience takes us, we just go with it,
Yeah, totally. I'm like that too, but it kind of threw me for a loop since we first met, like I don't even know where you went to high school, like, or
Yeah, usually you want to find out where someone went to high school, and then you bring the syrup into the mix.
Yeah, I don't really know you that well. It's not that I'm closed off to experiences, but I want to be comfortable with the person I'm with.
Yeah, but all I did was pull out a little bit of syrup, and you seem to get like real closed off real quick. And how else do you want me to read that? Like, okay, she's not into this stuff. She's not into syrup. Got it. Moving on.
I'm open-minded. I'm not conservative.
Well,
like I've done marshmallow fluff. Hello.
Wow.
I told you.
Finding out a lot about you two.
Freaky.
I don't know. I thought you were cool, Amy. Like, you're cool.
I am cool. I am totally cool. I mean, if you get to know me maybe a little more, then we can bring out the syrup.
Oh my God, that's the line of the day.
Marcus, would you like to go out with Amy again? I will pay for a second date for you guys. I'm not paying for your syrup. You buy your own syrup for this date.
Don't worry. I always have some in stock, believe me.
Yeah, it sounds to me like you probably do. Would you like to go out with Amy again? We'll pay for a second date.
You'll pay for it. I'm down. I'm down to hang out again, Amy.
All right.
Awesome. We're going to have a really good time.
Yeah. I bet you guys are.
Yeah.
Moving 92.5. Second date update.
If you're not on a dating app, how else are you meeting people out there nowadays?
It's a great question.
You're not.
Yeah. I mean, especially these days.
Yeah, right?
One of the
want to leave.
One of the most popular options is to meet through friends.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
Sure.
And that can work out.
If you have a lot of friends.
But it makes me think back.
Poor Jose.
It makes me think back to my experiences on this show. Because I think of all of you as my friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Or at least I did.
Uh-oh.
And then over the years, you purposefully set me up on terrible dates.
Yeah, but it's funny. Like, it's
Yeah.
not funny
Uh-huh.
if we set you up on good dates. What do we talk about?
You
Like,
even had
that's
me
so
in
stupid.
studio once having breakfast with a young lady, and everybody mocked me
Yeah.
in front of her.
It was funny.
Yeah, that was great.
So-
Think of it this way. At least they set you up.
Was it funny?
At least we
It
set
was.
you up. I go on dates by myself that are
Well,
horrible.
I mean, we're not going to make fun of the girl you're going out with. That'd be mean.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the whole thing is I don't really know about being set up by friends anymore. I don't know if it's a good thing.
It scarred you.
But
oh, no.
That's how Mark met a woman that he went out with recently, Abby.
Oh.
Mark, are you sure these people are really your friends that set you up? Was this all a ploy to get you on this show?
Honestly, I have no idea. My buddy Brian, best friends my entire life. So,
Or so you think.
well, yeah. So he sets me up with this girl. He's known for a little while, but we've never actually, hung out or anything.
Okay, and what did he say? I mean, he obviously like pitched it to you, right?
Yeah, he said,
What did he say you'd love about this girl?
well, she's outdoorsy. She loves hiking, does it often.
You don't have to lie, Mark.
Yeah.
He said that she was hot.
Yeah. That's what
Well,
I just
yeah,
heard too.
it sounds
Jeffrey.
so
I know you're dancing around it, but it's okay to admit that they set you up because she was attractive.
Yeah.
Well, I think he knows me, and of course, yeah.
Okay, good.
So what was the lead up to going out with Abby? Did you see each other in person? Did you talk on the phone, text?
Well, we texted a little bit, but primarily we would just DM through Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I got to see all kinds of pictures. I was very happy.
Hey, attaboy.
I was in the Navy, so I like doing some crazy stuff. And so,
Oh, a Navy man.
Oh.
All right.
I mean, my brother-in-law was in the Navy, and I wouldn't call him a crazy dude.
Gross,
What were
Brooke.
you doing in the Navy?
I've heard so many things about Navy being super cool, and then also, well, to like talk to Marines, it's, I don't know, but we don't care for them.
That's beef. That's beef. I know you guys have.
It's true. My dad
Yeah.
was a Marine. My brother-in-law is in the Navy.
They
There's
talk
always
crap,
been,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really get along so well.
Okay, well, back to Abby.
Yeah.
How was your date with her?
I thought it went really well.
What'd you guys do?
We talked before. She makes pretty good money, which I was interested in because
Wait.
I myself, I have my own business.
Can I ask you, did you ask her how much money you made? Or, I mean, how did that come up?
Well, in a lot of the photos I saw, she always looked very nice, very put together, very professional.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her after she got off work, and she did. She looked beautiful. She definitely has this very high-level job.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's good. I mean, that's attractive. Someone who has goals and has a good career. Absolutely.
Right. Plus, rich people have that, like, rich smell, too. You know the smell I'm talking about, right, Mark?
Oh, she smelled very nice.
Yeah. That wealthy smell.
I don't know, though. Sometimes I've seen a lot of girls that have designer purses or Louis Vuittons. They're broke. They spend all their money
Yeah,
on
but
their
he met her
clothes.
after her high-paying job. It wasn't
That's
like
true.
you
I
know.
guess you're right there. Okay.
So, how was your connection with her on a personal level?
Well, I thought it was pretty good. I found out she was in the Peace Corps.
Cool.
The Navy's not beefing with the Peace Corps?
You didn't talk crap.
Just the Marine Corps.
Not currently, but you never know. I guess it could happen.
Okay. Give it some
Don't
time.
leave that up to the Coast Guard. You know?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, no one, not the Coast Guard.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't even bring that up.
I
All
know.
right.
We keep getting sidetracked from your date, but you're a very interesting guy.
Yeah, you are.
So tell us anything else memorable about your date.
Okay, so it was the end of the night. We pull up to her house. I unbuckle because I think I am going to go in for a kiss.
Okay.
So I go, and she turns, and I practically wind up kissing the car door window. So either she had no idea what I was doing, or I just totally misread everything. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe seal the deal.
I mean,
That's a pretty bad one.
and the thing is if a girl wants a kiss at the end of the night, she'll linger. She's not twisting away
uncomfortable
from
just
you.
hearing this.
Yeah, and like some ninja move or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you think, Mark? What do you think turned her off during your date?
Well, I thought I did it just about everything right. I was a gentleman. I would open the car door, everything. I pulled out her seat when she was going to sit down.
But what did you do wrong?
I feel like sometimes I just come off as just a little too engaged, maybe.
Too engaged. This is like we're at a job interview, and they're like, well, I'm kind of a perfectionist. That's my flaw.
Oh, you're too perfect for her. Okay.
I love too much.
Yeah, I listen too hard.
You know how those Navy guys are. They're just too good.
Yeah.
They are.
Well, here's what we're going to do,
Not
Mark.
like the Marines.
We're going to
Good
play.
joke, by the way.
We're going to play a song. You just drop anchor. Stay where you are. We'll come back.
All right.
And we'll call Abby for you, try and get you your second date update, all right?
Guys, thank you so much.
And I don't think that's a Navy saying, Jeff.
What? No?
Anchor down.
Well, just hold on. If you're just tuning in for the second date update, we've got Mark on the phone. Mark is a former Navy man who served honorably for his country out on the open seas.
Yeah.
But recently, he was dishonorably discharged from his first date with a girl named Abby. And Mark, I forgot the most important question. If the Navy's in town, why wasn't I informed about this?
Well, it's always a party.
Well, usually I'm at the docks holding a bottle of bubbly. So can you just please maybe text me next time you guys are going to dock?
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Thank
he
you.
says. Oh, sweet Mark.
Now,
Mark's always hanging out at the port.
Mark's date ended with him going in for a kiss, but Abby did a last-second spin move to get out of it, and he told us the only reason he could think of for why he's not getting a call back is that he did his date too perfect.
Yeah.
He was too engaged, too interesting, too good-looking.
That's probably not
Which, Mark, as a fellow perfect man, I feel you, bro.
You know.
Stop.
You guys have a lot in common.
Happens all the time.
Oh, my God. No, Mark, the one thing we didn't ask you, you were set up by friends. Have you checked in with your friend to see why Abby isn't calling back, if they know anything?
I talked to him, but I kind of avoided talking about the subject because I know he's going to talk to her pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to touch base with her or get like a third-party perspective because I really did. I thought I was a gentleman and I do pretty well. And I, unfortunately, date a lot of gold diggers here and there. And
All right, Mark. You already told us that
Yes.
she had a successful
All right.
job and plenty of money herself. All right, let's move forward.
Yeah, let's just get to the call. We'll dial Abby's number and find out why she would dare reject Mr. Perfect. You ready?
yeah, I'd like to know.
Okay.
So would the universe.
Here we go.
He's like, thank you.
I'm going to dial the number right now.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking to speak with Abby.
Yeah, this is Abby.
Hi, Abby. My name's Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Are you
so-
familiar with the show?
A little bit.
We'll take it. That works for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for listening, even a little bit.
So the reason that we're calling is we're doing something called a second date update. If you don't remember what that is, it's where if you go out with someone and afterwards, if they're not calling you back, you can email our show and we'll reach out to that person for you to figure out the reason why.
Okay.
All right? And so recently, you went out with a guy named Mark.
Yeah.
And now you're not calling him back. Mark says he had a great time with you, and he's hoping to understand better why you've been ghosting him. Because according to him, it was a pretty flawless date.
No.
Wow. Okay.
That's interesting because he was really set on, he feels like he did everything right. Opened doors, paid for dinner,
Mentioned that he's in the Navy.
listened intently.
Yeah, he mentioned he was in the Navy. I wouldn't say he listened intently. I feel like I heard a lot about just everything he's doing, all about the Navy, all about this business, and I don't feel like there's anything for him to listen to. I didn't really get to talk.
One of those people. You're just saying that he talked about himself the whole time on the date, didn't ask you any questions?
No, it was pretty one-sided.
Okay. I mean, sometimes I feel like that happens when people are nervous and they're overcompensating. Do you think that could have been it?
No, I think he was perfectly confident.
You think he was perfect?
No.
Oh, I thought he was perfect.
I mean, but
You're not paying attention now, Jeff.
Sorry.
Come on.
I mean, confident isn't bad. Was it more like egotistical?
He's just really full of himself. And then, like, at the end of the night, we're leaving. There's, like, a homeless guy in the parking lot. And he hands me his phone and was like,
hey, get a picture of this for me. And he like takes money out of his wallet and wants me to take a picture of him giving money to the homeless person.
What?
And then he posted it like right there in front of me on Instagram and said, making money's not hard. Being inspirational shouldn't be either.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I was like, I'm done.
I rolled.
Okay, so you don't support him giving money to homeless people? Is that what's happening?
Jeff, no!
No, I don't support him being a douche. That's what I don't support.
Oh my God. And he's just like using a homeless person as a prop for likes. Like that's not cool, man.
If you're doing a good favor for people, don't post it. Then it takes away all the good favor.
Wait, hold on. I guarantee each one of you in this room has done something good for charity and then posted about it on your social media.
There's a difference between participating in a charity, right, and wanting people to also donate, okay, and a call for action.
That's what he did. It sounds like he's like, you guys can be inspirational. I'm doing my part. You guys can do yours.
There's a difference between that and like literally giving someone just some change, taking a picture of it, and then saying it's all about me. It's about how inspirational I am. It's never about helping the other person. It's about what I did. There's a difference.
I see what you're saying. It's just hard to tell, when you're right, when you're dealing with a lot of attention every day. So it's hard to tell the difference sometimes.
That is true.
I mean, I do like attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, Abby. You felt like it was a disingenuous move because after he gave him some money, he posted about it online.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know if it was just to impress me or if he just does this all the time, but either way, it was just...
If it was just to impress you, he would have left that moment between you two, not posted on
Absolutely. And like taking the photo, like it was premeditated even.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I didn't want to kiss him at the end. I was just like,
Yeah, you should have kissed the homeless guy.
Well, at this point, Abby, I do have to tell you something you might find even more disturbing.
Okay.
Need to tell you, Mark's been on the other line listening, and he heard everything that just said. He wants to talk to you.
Of course.
Yeah. Mark, you there?
Hi, Abby.
Why'd you say it like that, Mark?
He is not happy. Okay.
Well, I'm disappointed a little bit. Abby, I feel really bad that you got the wrong idea. A lot of things are about reputation, and if something gets documented on Instagram, it's good for your reputation, especially if you're doing something kind, And I really think that's important. And maybe somebody, sees that and they think, oh, all right, here's $5. And in my case, here's 20 because I have a lot of money.
Okay.
I
mean, that was great. He did it for his reputation, Abby. Why don't you understand?
Oh, I know. No, I mean, Mark, here's the thing. It's great to do nice things for people, okay? But, like, you don't need to, like, put it on the internet. You don't need, I just think in the future, when you're out with other girls, this is not, like, the right move. You're not impressing anybody. Just be nice just to be nice. Yeah. You don't need to go out of your way to show how nice you are.
What do you think, Mark?
I just think if you're not going to post about it, then who sees it? Like, really?
Who needs to see it?
In a little bit of his defense, you're trying to say you're spreading the word of giving charity is good.
Yes, spreading the word.
But you're a rich person. You're just supposed to share money.
Good point, Alexis. She's got you, Mark.
I don't even think we're asking the important question here. The most important question.
What's that?
Which is, Mark, how many likes did you get on that post? Was it worth it?
Jeffrey's right.
Yeah, I got about 75.
75 likes.
All right.
Okay.
That's a hot post.
And how many likes did the homeless man get?
Oh, see?
Well, that's 75 people that maybe would be giving to a homeless person today because Mark signaled that it's a good thing to do.
Thank you.
That's a way to put it.
I told you guys I was a great person.
No, that's not how great people work.
Okay.
That's the
guys,
wrong...
I got to wrap it up. Like, I'm at work. Clearly, I'm not going out with this guy again.
Oh, well, hold on. But before you go, Abby, I need to ask you, would you like to go out on one more date with Mark? Because we'll pay for it.
No.
We don't have as much money as Mark does, but we'll pay as much as we can.
And we'll post this podcast, and everyone will know about the charity you did.
I like how we're lecturing Abby, who was in the Peace Corps, about how to do good things in the world. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard no.
Oh, Abby.
I think
Don't blame you.
That's not very charitable of you.
Yeah. Mark, I think you just kind of need to like reevaluate why you want to do kind things for people and find a better reason.
Or I could just go out with a hotter girl because I have lots of options.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
People with lots of options always call us for help.
Yeah. Well, actually, Mark, if you're wanting a girl that appreciates money, our social media coordinator, Alexis, is single.
Hey there, Mark.
How are you? Hi.
Are we talking billions, millions, trillions?
We're talking a couple 100,000.
Hey, thousandaire.
Text me.
That's low.
Moving 92.5.